Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a quick update, life and channel update video because as you've probably noticed, I've been gone for like the last few months. And you probably also noticed we're back to potato quality. Yay! So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. But with that being said, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you're interested, you can check out the Patreon. It's a little slow over there right now, but I would still appreciate it if you want to support the channel in that way. So with that being said, let's begin. All right, so I've been gone for a little bit again, and I mentioned this before in a previous update video that if my upload frequency basically nosedives, then that means that I've basically become burnt out because of working two jobs and stuff. So that's essentially what happened. And luckily, though, my situation has changed again, and I no longer need the second job. So I quit that. And retail is hell. Like the phrase retail hell, like to me, it used to just be a phrase, but now I completely understand. It is hell. It is actual hell. I will never, ever in my life, as so long as I can control it, ever work in retail again. I will do everything in my power to never have to work that kind of job ever again. It was awful, and it basically already destroyed my rickety ass body as it is. So I couldn't stand it, and luckily, my continued perseverance at my main job, led to another promotion, which basically covers that difference. So I don't have to work two jobs anymore. So I'm basically back to just my main job, and so there was a lot of that was kind of kicking my ass the last few months, essentially. And then on top of that, I had some major technical difficulties. For whatever reason, my phone is not connecting to my computer. So anything that I try to record on the phone, I would have to like try to edit on the phone in order to upload it. And that's beyond my like comfort capabilities. I'm pretty sure I can figure out how to do it, but I don't even want to bother with it. So we're going back to old classic. We're going back to the classic webcam, and it's just going to be, it is what it is. Because at least I still have a decent mic and you can hear me even if I look like potato. So it is what it is. But in light of the fact that the new Stormlight book is coming out, I kind of thought about this as I was setting this up. So you can probably see I have a little Christmas tree back there. So I think it's kind of hilariously perfect because the first video or the first couple of videos I really uploaded on the channel when I rebooted it was my Rhythm of War review. So in that review, I was using this same webcam, and it was during Christmas time because that seems to be when Stormlight books come out. And I had a Christmas tree up, but I was in my old apartment then. But this feels a little traditional, a little return to form in a lot of ways. So I'm kind of digging it. So I'm okay with it. But please do, forgive the absolute drop in video quality. Granted, I think the majority of people would prefer better audio over better video because, it's about what the person is saying in the video, not so much about what they look like. So yeah. But yeah, that's essentially where I've been. That's been the big those have been the big things that have caused me to basically disappear for the last few months. And then on top of that, we had this really annoying election, and leading up to it got really kind of like horrible because social media has deteriorated in this way that I just never saw coming, and it's just, yeah, all of it's bad. So basically, I ditched off of that, and I will no longer be using Twitter, and I probably won't be using Facebook except in relation to like I'm on a couple of different pit bull groups on Facebook, so there's a lot of people just who love bully breeds and stuff. So I kind of might stick around on Facebook for that, but general interaction, I'm basically done with that kind of stuff. I will be using BLUESKY probably for like upload notifications and that kind of thing, but like as anyone who's ever followed the channel and got to know me over the years knows, I'm not very big on like regular social media usage. I'm just not. Like my life is often too busy and I have major ADHD, so chances of that happening is very slim. So but I do have BLUESKY. The link is in the description. So if you want to go ahead and follow me over there, that's where I'll probably upload art and stuff like that. Because I also got rid of my art Twitter page because apparently they can use it for AI now, and I am not a fan of that. So I don't like that. So that page is gone. I think my main Cam Reads page on Twitter or whatever the hell it's called is still technically up right now. I haven't completely deactivated it, but I have deactivated my other ones. So I'll probably give that maybe till around Christmas and then totally deactivate it. But I don't even have many followers, so I don't know that it matters. So whatever, we'll play that by ear. Yeah. So yeah, we're back to the major rambling and all that kind of stuff. That's what we're going to get back into, and of course, with Stormlight 5 coming up, I really wanted to go through the entire catalog and review every single thing Brandon has written so far, but these last 2 months kind of basically made that not that possible. Granted, we still have some time before Stormlight 5 comes out, so I can definitely do a couple of reviews or a couple of ramble sessions, really, about the other books, and that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to still talk a little bit about Era 2 because I just have some general overall thoughts about Era 2. So we're just going to have a nice little ramble session about that. And then we're going to talk in a little bit more detail about because I've already talked about Way of Kings recently, and I'm going to talk about Words of Radiance, Oathbringer, and of course Rhythm of War, and probably Edge Dancer and Dawn Shard. I'm going to see how that timeline works out. But we're going to definitely do like a major recap on Stormlight before Stormlight 5 comes out. So that's going to be the major plans going forward. And then after that, we'll, talk about Stormlight 5 for, I don't know, a lot. It like depends on what's in it because I haven't read any of the preview chapters or anything like that. So I'm going to absolutely blind. The only thing of Stormlight 5 that I have read is the prologue when Brandon put it out way back when. So I have that much knowledge, but everything else I'm completely ignorant on, and I'm really happy about it because I really do. Like I said before, I think reading the preview chapters affected my enjoyment of Rhythm of War. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen this time, and I really want to go into it as fresh as absolutely possible. So that's the plans for Stormlight. But of course, after we're done talking about Stormlight, which we probably won't ever be done with, but in between like theory videos and that kind of stuff that comes out later, because Stormlight 5 is going to be the end for a little while. So after we're in between that, we're probably going to pick back up on some of the other stuff that I've just basically kind of left languishing. I think I think there's one more First Law standalone that I want to read, and then we'll go into that second trilogy. And I want to finish the Powder Mage trilogy. And like I've said before, I want to get into like the Jade Legacy series and that kind of stuff. There's various other books and stuff I really want to get into. But with this promotion at my main job, my days are like a lot more filled with activity. So the way I was used to just, be able to listen to an audiobook and like, make major progress going through books and stuff like that, I don't know if that's going to be quite the same. So there's probably going to be random rambly videos and stuff. I'm trying not to lay out in too much of a plan or anything because as anyone who's followed my channel regularly knows, when I try to plan stuff out, it's like the universe does everything it can to make sure that plan does not come together. So we're just going to, again, the way I basically have to do everything with this is kind of play it by seat of my pants kind of thing. So yeah, in general, though, yeah, life has been picking up. It's been a bit better than it was. The stress levels are down and all that kind of stuff. So, and mentally, I'm doing a lot better since I've made some like serious like life kind of progress stuff, at least in terms of my career. So, like that's kind of helped out a lot. And yeah, just overall, I guess I will say just a general check-in kind of thing. I am doing pretty well. I'm not hitting like levels of absolute meltdown that I did like earlier this year. So I'm doing good. But yeah, in general though, yeah, the channel has basically been like just an absolute shell of its former self. So I'm going to see how much I can do. I'm going to, hopefully with the lowered stress level and stuff, I can just get back in here and just, jump on the camera pretty much every day and at least ramble about something worth talking about, so we can continue just to keep talking about nerd stuff because this channel is pretty much a stress relief and just kind of a ramble opportunity because I try to tamper a lot of that down around other people because they're like, God, this guy won't shut up. But like, so this gives me the chance to at least find a fun topic and actually just ramble about. So yeah, we're going to definitely try to get back onto our regular schedule and try to, just bring the channel back to life essentially and go into 2025 and be like an actual YouTuber again. But one of the main caveats of that is we have returned to potato quality. I probably will at some point just buy a better quality webcam. But for now, we're back to potato. So yeah, all right. I guess that's all I wanted to say for this video. Thank you so much to all of you who have continued to support the channel and continue to like check out and like keep an eye out to see if I have a new video up. I really appreciate that loyalty and like the just the kindness of you all just like still looking at my stuff. Like I feel like these gaps that I've taken in the channel will cause my channel to absolutely fizzle out and completely die. But the fact that it hasn't just shows the testament to like how awesome you all are, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for continuing to be a viewer. Thank you so much for continuing to comment and all this stuff. And let's go ahead and reboot the channel yet again. So yeah, with that being said, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to y'all next time. Peace.